Why is YouTube chat not cleared? That I do not get. But, you know, we're good. Let's do this. There we go. Wow. I don't know. It's always something. It's always something. You're not a real streamer if you don't have to fix your fucking setup every time. If you don't have to, it doesn't like reset itself every time. Wow. Wow. Cool though. Cool though. Even though sometimes streaming is cool though. Let me get a like quick beverage real quick. Hold up. Basically, I'm saying things outrageously. I gotta play that song one day. What song even is that? Basically, I'm saying things outrageously. My pages be invaded by amazing ink, and I'm laying things down like solid on the ground. I'm cocky but proud for having such a lovely sound. Underground's where I'm from. I'm the king. Where's my crown? Stretching 5'11", about 160. Oh, I know what song that is. So basically, I got this big gulp. I'm gonna just jump right into it. I got this big gulp at 7-Eleven, Porsche, and it just is like syrup. It's literally scissor. They poured me pure lean at 7-Eleven. The only thing, it was crazy because I saw it coming out. It was coming out mad slow. It was like coming out like a sprinkler head, a shower head, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I get in the car and I taste it, and it's the craziest shit of all time. It's like, pause. It's like, no, it just tastes super like syrupy, like like the machine like didn't have enough water. I don't know what it is, but let me see. Let me taste it. Awful. So I basically got to cut it a couple times because I poured in like, in this cup I poured this much in and like this much water, so it's like a it's like 1/3. So I basically got to get to 1/3 in this big cup before I can pour water in that cup, or I could like put it in another cup, but I'm gonna just do it like this for now. Yeah, I feel bad for like anybody that's like forced to drink this. Some people probably like it too. That's disgusting as fuck. So I gotta get down to like a third. The top is bigger, so I don't have to get down to like the real third, but once I get to like a simulated third, plus there's ice in it, oh, shut your bitch ass up. I hate these spammers. These spammers and scammers. That's cool though. Kick definitely has a spam problem. Oh, I don't have that much water. Fuck. Alright, we gotta figure this one out. We might have to save part of this for tomorrow because I don't have any more water left. I'm like, as I'm like pouring it, I'm like seeing this. But anyway, here, let's nuke this comment. And yeah, I don't know why my YouTube chat won't clear though. I kind of want to look that up. How do you clear YouTube chat? I'm gonna get into it. I just need to know because this is bothering me because I swear shit just always changes. Clear YouTube chat. I'm gonna get into it. I just need. I've never had this issue. It's like, it's always something. I've never had this issue. I've never had where I see the old chat and they're saying this is a problem that it has. It's like we've been getting chat on YouTube and I've never, whatever. That's stupid. It's saying that this is a thing, and it's like this is not a thing that the that the chat is just gonna be like there. There's got to be a way to clear the chat. You have to. Like, what if someone says some crazy shit? There's no way you can't clear the chat. All right, well, I guess I'll figure that out another day. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like tired. Like, this was a crazy past couple days. Basically, I left Thursday. No, I left Tuesday the 4th, and I'm just getting back. I left Tuesday the 4th around 9 a.m., and I'm just getting back to LA around Thursday the 6th, 9:30 p.m. 9 o'clock p.m. actually. You can go back and watch the other VODs. Day 157, I guess. To really, it's just actually, you know what? It's 158 and 159. Really, I've only been gone like not that long. So I went to New York. So there's a reason why there's multiple parts. On day 158, part 1, I streamed here after midnight, just in case I was not able to stream like for real the next day. And so I streamed here for only 32 minutes because it was after 12. I was already tired. And the reason I was super tired is because I had already streamed earlier. Well, it's not the real reason. It was because it was after 12. But I streamed earlier that day. So I guess this was technically Monday. It's like Sunday into... No, it's Monday into Tuesday. So Monday was day 157. And I streamed for like an hour. And this is like after like I made myself tired. I didn't end up getting on until like, it was much later. It was like 8 or 9. But I was trying to make myself tired to see if I could wake myself up with coffee. And I think it did kind of work, but I still kind of crashed kind of early. And so that was 157. So I got Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee, and I think it did kind of have me wired. I still think McDonald's is the best though, somehow. And then, so that was before 11 and 12. I usually stream around 11, but I streamed at like 8 or whatever that day. But with the plan that I'm going to stream after 12, not the, it's technically the next day, but it's like the same day in my mind. So I streamed for 30 minutes only. I was dead tired though. And I was just like over it. I was like, this is fucking annoying. Like, I already streamed. You know what I mean? You stream, it's like, what the fuck am I gonna say? You know what I mean? Sometimes you need like a little space to breathe with this shit. So I was like, all right, this is just gonna be like a consistency stream. So I'm gonna stream for 32 minutes on day 158, just in case I don't get to stream because I'm gonna be traveling. I don't know what time I'm gonna get in. I would hate for it to be after the day, like technically Wednesday by the time I stream. But what happened, I was able to stream at the airport for another 26 minutes. So it's like not even a full hour total for day 158. But we got here at the desktop and we got in the airport. And you can't even tell I'm in the airport. I think I panned the camera over a couple times so you can actually see. But I'm like damn near doing ASMR in the airport because I'm like, I don't know. I hate when people are obnoxious in public, so I never want, well, you wouldn't think. Because I'd be obnoxious in public, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a regular place like an airport. There's like I feel like there's a certain peace you should have when you're in the airport, you know, just being courteous to other people and just, you know, you don't want to make people nervous and weird, not when they're getting ready to fly and all this shit. So I'm damn near, the mic is like here. I'm like, yo, so I'm in the airport. I'm just, I'm about to fly out. I'm not saying where I'm going yet. Like, I'm talking like that, even though the airport's loud. But it was cool though. That was in, which airport was that? I guess that was in Denver. Yeah, that wasn't at Burbank Airport, obviously. So that was in Denver when I had landed. I think there was a little layover where I had like a good hour or something. It was probably closer to 40 minutes that I had. So I basically like streamed there until they called my gate. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this little second consistency stream. So it's a two-part thing for day 158. The whole time I'm like, I'm struggling, man. I got one arm. My shit's still in the cast. I go for an appointment. Wait, is my camera flipped? Wait. Why do I feel like this was a different arm before? I'm confused. Anyway, it doesn't make sense. I'm tripping. So I'm struggling in the airport. It's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it almost goes exactly like how I pictured it. Security check-in is tough because at least they don't make you take your shoes off anymore. That wouldn't have been that hard, but they don't make you take your shoes off at airport security anymore. Thankfully. But like, doing everything with one hand is hard. Pulling my laptop out of my bag. And what's crazy is that I had to like, I'm only there for a couple of days, so I packed super light. So I basically was like trying to fit everything into my backpack. Now, if I didn't have to bring a laptop and hard drives and stuff, a little bit easier, but still trying to fit like 2 days, 3 days worth of clothes inside a backpack is tough. Because I like to keep my backpack with me. I like to put it on the airplane seat. So I'm like, I really had to streamline. I damn near brought one pair of pants, 2 shirts. I mean, the shirt I was wearing, 2 underwear, like minimal. I usually like bring like an extra socks, extra underwear, but I even had to like get rid of some of my like long sleeve shirts that I was gonna bring because I'm like, I just can't fit it. It's gonna be too crazy. I hate when I have like a thick ass backpack that I can't fit under the seat. And I knew I was getting like a sweatshirt, a Kemet sweatshirt. So I was like, okay, I gotta save some space for this in my bag. So I packed super, super light. But with that, it's still full as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is. You can only fold clothes so much where, and I can only fold so much with one hand. So I'm there. Airport security's kind of hard, taking the backpack out, just carrying shit with one hand. Just literally, I had to do shit with one hand. Walking through the airport, this is before I realized, like, because I got the sling on one arm and I got the backpack, I'm like, I can't wear a backpack I have to carry it on one arm the whole time. So I'm doing that. It's hard, man. Like, and then at some points I'm switching. I gotta make a choice. Like, I can either wear the sling, I have like a sore arm and try to keep it up and have the backpack on fully, or have the sling on and have the backpack on one arm. And I did that for the whole, basically Burbank to the whole trip there. I had the thing on one shoulder, and that was annoying. It was tiring. I remember I had to walk from like terminal A to terminal B or vice versa, and that shit was like a 15-minute walk. Brutal on one, like that. You don't realize how hard this is when you can't put it on the other thing. This is like something on one shoulder should be something when you have like nothing in your backpack. So that was kind of hard and awkward. My pants are slipping down and it's just rough. I feel like I got lucky on one plane where, I think I said this, I was like in the middle. I got middle seat every time basically. And there was one where this like old lady, she had like the whole row, and I was in the middle, and then she saw me like struggling with the arm. She was like, "Oh yeah, take the aisle seat." So I was able to grab an aisle seat on the way there. I can't remember if that was from LA to Denver or Denver to New Jersey, but I was able to grab that, and that was super helpful. So grateful for that, lady. So that was probably like the one of the best things that happened. Everything else was kind of difficult. So boom, that was cool. The plane ride isn't bad. I like layovers because I like to be able to get off the plane and stretch my legs and stuff. I hate like these 6-hour flights straight. It's just, maybe if I was shorter, the leg room issue wouldn't be a thing. And I'm not saying I'm super tall. I feel bad for anybody that's like over 6'1", 6'2". Like, airplanes must be terrible for you because it's terrible for me, and I'm like 6 feet. And I like to keep my backpack under the seat, so I have like negative leg room. I figured out a way to finesse it a little bit more. So I don't like to put it over in the overhead, one, just because I don't want to do that, and two, like, I like to be able to access my shit, like when I need my headphones, my charger, my headphones and my charger. and shit like that. So I like to just be able to have it when I want it. And that was cool. So it was just 2 plane rides broken up, which was nice. I prefer. Some people like direct flights. I like it broken up personally. Makes me feel safer too. It's like, okay, we landed. Okay, cool. So we get there. I get picked up at the airport by part of the team. And it's cool. Go to the hotel. I forgot what time we got in, but I basically had to wake up by like, we had to wake up at 4 a.m. basically. And that was rough. The first day was rough because I'm already on West Coast time. So 4 a.m. East Coast time is 1 a.m. West Coast time. So imagine like getting minimal sleep. Damn, did I crack this? Getting minimal sleep and then having to wake up at 1 a.m. and just do a whole day. That's tough. I don't think I've ever done that shit before. I usually go to bed around 1 or a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I think I had gone to bed the night before that at 1. So it was just like, we had to wake up semi-early to get to the airport. Like, I think I woke up at 6 that day. Go to the airport get there for 9, but I still had to pack and do shit. So I'm already up. I sleep a little bit on the plane, but I always try to sleep on the plane when I can, but that's always easier said than done. So yeah, we had to wake up at fucking 4 a.m. to get to Battery Park for like 6. And if you don't know, Battery Park is where you catch the ferry to go to Statue of Liberty. So that's fine. I mean, I probably still was able to get like not much sleep, honestly. Maybe like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, which is good enough for me. So it wasn't even like a tired thing for me because I was probably just off of adrenaline or whatever. But the problem I had was that it was freezing. It was like 48 degrees, and I'm LA'd out at this point. Like I hate cold weather. So and I again remember I packed light, so all I had that day was a t-shirt and a windbreaker jacket. So I'm freezing. You know what I'm saying? Freezing the whole day. When we get to the park, it's 6 in the morning. It's dark outside, freezing. We go on the ferry, so we're near the water, freezing. You're out in the water. It's a moving ship or boat, whatever, freezing. The inside of the ship is cool, but we're like shooting and stuff off of it. So I'm freezing. We get to Liberty Island where the Statue of Liberty is. It's freezing the whole time. The only warm, and we're just there for hours. You know what I mean? We're there for hours and hours and hours. And there's an inside museum, and we're the funny part about that is that we're only in the. I ended the stream by this point. Okay, so cool. Basically, we get to Liberty Island, and I spark up the stream. I'm like, fuck it. When am I ever going to be on the Statue of Liberty Island ever again? I mean, it could happen, but I don't know. With my streaming equipment, so I'm like, boom. So we do like a little quick stream. How long was that stream? That shit was only 32 minutes, another 32-minute stream. But, I don't mind a short stream if it's like something, you know what I mean? So it was cool to do that. So basically, we were there. My dad has this character named Kemet the Time Traveler, and he's a comic character, but we have a mascot of him too. And so we're doing do I give it away? Yeah, I guess whatever. We're doing a PSA on immigration. I won't tell the full reason or whatever, but it's a PSA on immigration. And obviously people came to like Ellis Island and stuff back in the day, the 1800s. When they first came to America, this was like a registration point. So, immigration in America, it only makes sense. So, and people from all walks of life. So, we're there, we're shooting, freezing. We're there for hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm so cold, like, There's no redemption to it. It's just cold. But I mean, obviously we got good footage. Like the redemption is that that shit looks sick. Like you can't just get that shot, and it's hard to CGI some shit like that. So we're cool. Boom, shoot that, and then we finally wrap. We're able to go back, and then we go to Chinatown. Where shit, I got into multiple altercations at Chinatown. I'm not gonna lie. One was on camera, one wasn't. So I'm not even gonna get into that. Just go watch day 159 part 2, and I get into this altercation with like this unhoused gentleman. I'll just say. All right, I'll do a recap. Fuck it. Basically, I'm just streaming. So this is my second stream of the day, my part 2. And I'm just streaming. We're just at the location. Like, and I spark up a stream. I'm like, yeah, I'm in Chinatown. That's fire. And I'm just kind of like shooting the city. Like, there's like this archway and just shooting around this little block that I'm on. And this dude, from across the street, he's like, something, filming me, cop or whatever. And I'm like, the fuck are you? I don't even think I was facing the camera at him at that point or at all. Like I'm not even thinking about it. It was just like, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I pay it no mind. Other shit happens while I'm on stream. And eventually the guy crosses the street to like just walk. He's probably not thinking that I'm crazy. And I'm gonna call him out. I'm like, yo, what the fuck were you saying before, bro? What were you talking about before? And he was like, oh. And well, go watch it. You'll see. It was intense. I'm not gonna lie. And then so then we move and we try to find something that's like Chinatown, like picturesque, like where you can tell where you are, kind of. I mean, more or less where you are without having to be told. So we're looking for restaurants and signs with Chinese characters and lanterns and things like that. So we got that, and then we got a little bit of Little Italy, because Chinese people immigrated here, Italians, and those are some of the big spots here that have representation still to this day based off of culture. And damn, I hope I didn't. So boom, we do that, and we wrap, and it's a long fucking day. I don't even know what time we wrapped, but I could probably look at my notes. So we wrapped. We go back to the hotel. We eat a little bit, and I'm just kind of just chilling, watching YouTube. Get to go to bed at a reasonable time. Still very hard to sleep. It was actually hard to sleep the first night too. A little bit better the second night, and there was more time. Still had to wake up at 4 the next day. I wish I could say more struggles of the first airport. It just was, yeah, basically just carrying shit. So anyway, so the next day we're going back to Battery Park. This time we're going to Ellis Island. Ellis Island and Statue of Liberty Park are right next to each other, but we just on 2 different days, 2 different locations. So that was earlier today. We had to wake up at 4, get there at the same time, 6. This time, I have a hoodie. The hoodie I was talking about that I couldn't fit in my bag, I have this hoodie this time. I had it the first day, but I didn't think I could fit it over my splint. And so that was my first mistake, was that I didn't just take that. I should have wore it the first day. I was crazy warm. It was still cold the second day, but it was like night and day. I was like, oh, okay, this is what I was supposed to do the first time. So I have this like hoodie. You ever see those hoodies that's like lined in fur? It was like one of those. And so I had that, and then my windbreaker on top of it. So that was cool. And the day before, I brought some gloves from like a street vendor. Game changer. So I was cool in the second day. Even though it was a little bit colder, I was better. And there's also stuff that happened the first day too, like, but not that much. But so we shoot Ellis Island, fucking freezing. Shoot the outside. Most of it is inside. Though we shot like 2 scenes outside, and then we went inside, luckily. So we're there, we're shooting in the main areas in the museum, and then we're just there for like an hour because the ferry only comes back so many times, so we had to kind of wait to get back. But that wasn't that big of a deal. We were able to like get lunch and everything. So we go from there, and then it's yeah, we're waiting around a little bit, and then we go to Harlem to shoot. And the idea was to shoot at the Apollo Theater because that's where a lot of, well, it's just like a historically black neighborhood in New York. So there's a lot of culture around there and immigrants around there. And we're going to shoot that. But we get there, the Apollo is all covered in like, what is it called? Scaffolding, like renovation shit. So it's a no go. You can't even see the sign. It's just, and at this point, I have to catch my flight because my flight is at 2. It's around 11:30 at this point, and so I have to still get to the airport for where I'm at. I kind of sold a little early. I probably could have left a little bit later, but they were shooting some shit while I left. I don't even have that footage. I have the other footage. I got the other footage dumped to me, but I got to get that footage. So I go to the airport, and I get there, and I'm like, damn, I got here 20 minutes early. I could have stayed a little bit longer, but I'm like, cool. At least I'm here early. Better here early than late. So boom. So this is where shit got the craziest for me, though. I'm not gonna lie. The first airport trip was annoying. It was bad, but it was a lot more chill. The fact that I was able to stream at the airport means it wasn't that bad. So I flew into LaGuardia Airport the first time. That's in New York. So I catch the Uber back to LaGuardia, just thinking, it was LaGuardia. Let me fly back. Let me go back there. I get to the airport and I realize I'm supposed to be flying out of Newark, New Jersey. Oh, we also stayed in Jersey too. That's where we stayed because Jersey and New York are close. That's where the hotel was in Jersey. So I get there and I realize, oh, I was supposed to go to Newark and New Jersey airport, and I had already paid like $60 for Uber. I'm like, fuck. And so I look up like how far is Newark Airport from LaGuardia, and it's like an hour 46 minutes. I'm like, I cannot make this. This is impossible. I have to call the Uber. We still have to get over there. Still have to go through security. Still have to check in. All this shit. I'm like, I'm gonna miss the flight if I do this. So I call my dad and my mom separately, and they're like, oh, try to change it, or it was just a whole bunch of different ideas. And my mom was like, yeah, just talk to the people at the desk. I don't know how they did this. They put me on a flight from LaGuardia to back to Burbank, LA, whatever. I just had to wait like a couple hours, which wasn't that bad because I did all my work. I got my I edited my descriptions and titles on YouTube because I couldn't do that yesterday. So I was like, I banged that out. Boom. Got some food. I'm like, okay, this is chill. And it was like somehow it just connected. It was connecting to the same flight that I would have caught from Jersey, so it worked out. Basically, it would have been a longer layover if I would have caught it from Jersey, but it was like a shorter layover because I did it up front in New York. But it was the same connecting flight, and they were able to just do it. Shout out fucking LaGuardia Airport because they must have so many flights that they're able to do shit like that. And what's crazy is that the government shutdown starts to affect flights starting. Well, technically now it's technically the 7th now, but we'll say Friday, and this was Thursday, so I got lucky. Like I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I just can't believe I went to the wrong airport because usually the place I fly out of is usually is where I flew in from. It's very rare that it's different. Once in a while it can be different, but it's never. I usually fly into like Bradley, Hartford, and there's only one airport there. And I usually fly out at Burbank or at LAX, and I don't know if there's ever been a time where it was. I think there maybe has been a time where I flew into LAX and flew out at, but it's like kind of like more obvious, especially when I'm not that familiar with like New York and Newark, where I was just like, I didn't even think I realized I flew into Newark yesterday or the day before. I think I just assumed I flew into New York. I was just not paying attention because it's like, you know, you just get on a flight from Burbank and they say Denver. You know, even though I'm flying to New York, so I was just paying attention to the Denver part. I don't even think I realized I flew into. I don't even know. In my mind. So boom, that was very stressful for like 5 minutes, but it got squared away very quickly, and I'm like, okay, cool, all right, this is perfect. So I'll go through security. That's kind of annoying. Yeah. Oh, and what I realized is on the shoot is that I can wear the sling and the backpack at the same time. So I'm like, damn, I just spent that whole time trying to choose between the sling and the backpack, but all I had to do was like, how did I do it? I think I put the sling on first, and then I put the backpack on top. I was able to just do it. It just worked. I was like, oh shit. So by that point, it was a little bit easier, but also annoying. Anytime I want to take my backpack off, I gotta like just do it. And I think at one point I was putting the sling on. No, I was putting the sling on over the backpack, but that was bad because you can't get the backpack off. So it was whole lot of trial and error shit that I didn't think I would have to think about, because usually just at home I'm just like chilling. Like I got no pants on right now, pause. But like, you know what I mean? So I'm not really getting dressed and doing all this shit. I'm not really leaving. So I had to kind of figure a lot of shit out in real time. And so we get through the airport. Not too bad, honestly. And the flight is delayed a little bit, like a lot, like a half hour. And there was only supposed to, since I did the layover up front, it was only gonna be like a 40-minute type of turnaround thing. So I was like, okay, I can make it. But then since it ended up being delayed by like a half hour, we only had like 5 minutes to get to the gate. So I'm talking about everybody on the plane. So I had 5 minutes. I was running. Arm messed up, not in the sling, because I couldn't backpack on, Crocs, not in sport mode, running. You know what I mean? Like after getting off like a hot ass plane, the plane was hot as fuck too. That plane was hot as shit coming in from New York to Denver. So I run to the gate only for them to delay it like another 10 minutes. And I'm like, oh, great. Okay, so I didn't really have to run, but I'm glad I did. But I was out of breath. I had to stop at one point. Like I was trying to use the little walkways. And that was rough. I'm not gonna lie, but I made it. And that was probably the worst part. No, there were several parts. I said the cold, the one backpack thing, and then that was tough. So there was a lot of challenges. A lot of adversity, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of conflict, a lot of challenges this whole trip. And I'm just like, damn, what am I doing to my body? Like, I just hope I'm okay. Like, there was a couple times where I was like, I bent my arm too much. It's just hard to like be in public and do stuff, eat and grab your bag with like one hand. You kind of need two hands. It's kind of like not the ideal situation to be like traveling with an elbow like this. Luckily, like I'm like that at the tail end of like this phase of the recovery. So I have an appointment on Monday, which seems like it's forever. So yeah, we got on the plane, boarded the plane, with time to spare. That was cool. Middle seat again. Man. But it's cool. I got my little YouTube on my phone, so I'm just zoned out, half asleep half the time, listening to YouTube and stuff. So that was chill. And I'm back. Monique picked me up. It was just crazy. I probably like forgot some stuff too, but like even like down to like getting the like, oh, like I'm not even hungry. I just need like a refreshing drink at 7-Eleven. At the first sip is just pure syrup. I'm like, man, I can't fucking win. So I'm just tired. I'm running off like no sleep. Not really jet lag, but just like no sleep. So I was like, man, if I'm gonna go on at 11, I need to take a nap. I need to take my obligatory nap. So it was like 9:30. I was able to sleep for like an hour and a half before this 11 o'clock thing. I was like, I gotta recap. I gotta get on, even if it's like a little short stream. I gotta get on and say what was happening. But yeah, it was a good thing. Kemet, I've been wanting to get Kemet on stream. I was supposed to go to New York before, but this trip kind of replaced the other one. It was like Kemet at Comic-Con, New York. And man, But I can't remember why I didn't go. It was something like logistics, but it was kind of like the same ticket. It was like, you know, when you cancel a ticket, this is like the makeup ticket. So it was kind of like this made up for it. So I went. Comic-Con probably would have been easier, but and I probably wouldn't have been injured. It was a week right before TwitchCon too. So I definitely wouldn't have been injured. It would have been a lot easier, but I think this one was better. And again, if you want to see all the shit that I'm talking about, go back and watch the VODs. Go back and watch them. They're all short, so you know none of them are 2 hours or anything. I don't even think there's 1 hour one. Oh, maybe the Ellis. Actually, I don't know. I feel like they're all short. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Chinatown one was an hour, but all the other ones are 20 minutes, 32 minutes, 26 minutes. So all very watchable. Back in LA, like I never left. Of course, my whole setup was not working. It's always a problem, but surprisingly all right. Like I had to unplug the camera, like just troubleshooting shit, but that's normal. 11 days, 9 hours until I'm back on Twitch. Hopefully, if all goes right. And oh, that was another thing. I forgot to put I put one countdown timer on the one airport stream, but I forgot to do it for the IRLs. I just completely forgot. So it's cool seeing 11 because I would have saw like, yeah, I just completely missed 12 and 13 days. That was interesting. It almost feels not real. Because look at this one. This one is, the one in the airport has said 13 days. 13 days, 20 hours. That's almost 14 days. So how do we get to 11 days, 9 hours? Because that was on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we're good. So yeah, I like little low numbers like that. It's a lot more. It seems possible. 11 days, it seems like a week. It's like after this weekend, it'll be like 7 days almost. So we'll see. We'll see if they honor it. I'm ready to be back on Twitch. I won't lie. I'm ready to be back on Twitch. It's just a whole different. I don't know. You don't realize how much you like miss something until it's gone. It's like I use like my Twitch ingest as like my main ingest to like see like how the stream health is going, everything. I just don't. YouTube has it a little bit, but it's just like words. Whereas like Twitch has like a little chart that you can see going up and down to see if you're dropping, and Kick has nothing. Actually, maybe it does, but it's just kind of like no, they don't. They don't. What am I talking about? So it'll be cool to have that back, and then the cool thing about being banned or suspended from Twitch is I got to learn more about how the YouTube live system works, even though I'm still just as confused as you can see, because I don't know how to clear the chat. So it's not perfect, but I did learn a lot and how to get the chat on the screen. So I don't know if I'm gonna start paying for the Restream subscription so that I can have all three on this at the same time. But so we'll see about that. But I do have like my little backup YouTube on the screen option. For mobile, whole different situation. Mobile is hard to get the YouTube on. I haven't been able to figure that out, how to get the YouTube on the screen. It just doesn't make sense for mobile. You have to do a lot of like prep with like the computer and stuff. And I try to do it actually. I try to do it when I streamed at the airport, but it still didn't work. But I think I know what I might need to do, so I'll try that next time we do it if it comes up. Fuck, man. I hate doing short streams, but I'm like dead ass tired. I could try to stay on for an hour though. What's today? Thursday into Friday. Bruh, I have no idea. This is like a consistency stream for sure. I kind of want to just like go lay down. I'm not gonna lie. But it is day 160, and that does feel kind of cool. I wish I had something more special for 160. Man, I'm running off fumes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I probably could have prepped and planned for this earlier, but it just, man, I was overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie. I was overwhelmed. I was over fucking whelmed. And my like sling kept like slipping down. It's just annoying, bro. Like, don't ever, if somebody has a broken elbow, do not request that they travel. Like, just let them be. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I went, though. I'm definitely glad I went. And it's like one of those things where it's like, what you think is going to go wrong does go wrong. And it's not about being right. It's just like, I can just kind of anticipate. And I was more worried about like the unknown, the things that I didn't. And there was some stuff that I was like, oh, I didn't even think about this. Just little shit like slightly hurting my arm just trying to put it in a jacket, you know what I mean? And then this arm being too thick to fit through the jacket, and then you get it through, and then the arm is like even that much more stiff in the jacket, and so like the little bit of range of motion I have now is just gone inside of like a tighter jacket. Shit like that was annoying. But not bad though, not bad. It was bad. It was bad in the moment, but looking back, yeah, it was bad, but I wouldn't say bad. It just wasn't great. But the overall experience, yes, I'm glad I went. It was cool to see. Did I need to go? Not necessarily, but I'm glad I did. It's always good to go back and shit. But you know, I don't get that excited about New York like that. I lived there for a couple of years, and it is what it is. Cool to see Statue of Liberty. I haven't been since I was a kid, so that was different. And we basically had full access. It was only us on the Liberty Island. It was just us, our group. So that felt crazy. And we had a good camera guy who shot some projects for us in the past, so that was dope. Yeah, I was about to start editing another clip showing me breaking my arm at TwitchCon. I don't even know if it's too late for that now, to be honest. I don't know. It just wasn't, man, there's a certain amount of focus I need to have to do that shit. But I did start the process though, so I can get that going. Maybe for tomorrow. Yeah. It's so weird, like, I don't know what it is. I feel like ever since I've been suspended, like, no, I still like the streaming. It's not that I was gonna say that, I was never gonna say that I don't like streaming. It was just like, I don't know, it takes the wind out of your sails a little bit, you know? Where you feel kind of like invincible. It's definitely humbling. It's not like I was like on some cocky shit, but I just felt like good. Like I felt that momentum. I felt the momentum, you know what I'm saying? And so to like, I don't know, I just get like turned off from shit super easy sometimes, especially when it doesn't go how I want. I'm just like, fuck it, well, if I can't have it this way, then I don't want it at all type shit. And I don't know. It just feels weird. It feels like a month is a long time. Like that's enough to change something, you know what I mean? Like the first 30 days, it was like of streaming, it was like enough to change something. So take 30 days away. The good thing is that we already had more days on than off, so it's kind of a choice at that point. But like I could see how somebody could get frustrated and be like, fuck the streaming shit. I'm so glad that I had other platforms though to stream on, because that would have definitely kind of ruined it for me, because I know myself. Even though like, yeah, the activity on Twitch was light, but it was kind of a good one, especially after that toe tut thing. And then just for it to be gone, I'm still getting likes on that post on TikTok, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm still seeing it, but it's like fuck, my Twitch is gone. So hopefully, if you look it up, it just says not there or something, or like temporarily suspended or whatever. So yeah, that was it just does something, you know what I mean? It used to be like this thing where I'm like, it's like for the first time since I was banned, this started to feel like a chore. Short of like the other times where I was just like tired, but it just kind of, it turned into like this kind of chore after getting suspended. It became not as fun. And I really do think it's because like everything at once, the injury plus the suspension made it seem not fun. Because now I'm limited to what I can do physically, including driving and doing things, and my platforms are limited. Not that it matters, but it does. And I'm so glad I'm so glad that we started streaming on YouTube. Because if I only had a stream on Kick, and there's nothing against Kick, I would be like, it'd be cool. I would probably still do it, but it would just feel like ass, you know. But at least with the YouTube, I'm able to like still get my good vibes out, my YouTube videos out. So it doesn't really change that much. But honestly, if it wasn't for YouTube, I would actually feel defeated. I'm not. That's why I'm like apprehensive to say it, because I'm like really not. It just feels a certain way. I don't know. You feel violated almost. And you know it's bullshit when people are getting back, and I keep going back to this, but it feels bullshit when you get suspended for a whole month, and then people did way worse shit, and they get back after a week or a day. It's crazy. I'm not saying no names, but everybody knows who the fuck I'm talking about. But you gotta be grateful to not get permanently banned, but that would be bullshit, you know? That'd be enough to, I don't know. So I gotta see. And then it's like, how will I feel? Will I feel any better once the Twitch comes back? I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like, where life is hard. Wait, what the fuck? Where the fuck am I on YouTube? Why don't I see myself? Did I really just get up? Weird. It's like, how am I gonna feel when it does come back? I'm gonna feel good because the arm should be fixed around the same time or better, so that'll be cool. Yeah, it's just one of those things where sometimes when shit is happening in real time, it just feels terrible. So I'm hoping that when everything comes back, it'll be refreshing rather than like this burnt out feeling. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of like a burnt out fit. But honestly, like streaming at this statue, it felt cool though. Like it didn't feel weird. It didn't feel like, and I think maybe that's what's maybe missing is the IRL portion of it. You know what I mean? As opposed to these desktops where I just feel like, that's cool, but like, I don't know. I've been feeling like ever since the Twitch dropped off, I feel like everything's been kind of like not as popping over here. I feel like my chat's been lighter. I feel like, but it just depends on what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But I feel like I feel like my energy is transferring over into what I put out. You know what I'm saying? Like my excitement is lower, my creativity is lower. You know what I'm saying? So that's on me though, because you always gotta turn lemons into lemonade, but it's hard, man. It's hard when they take the lemons. You know what I'm saying? It's hard when you don't have any sugar. It's hard when you don't have any ice to make that good ass lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Don't take away my ice. So it's cool though. We gotta sustain regardless, but it's cool though. It's just again 11 days. Tomorrow will be 10. And that sounds like shit. I wish the ban was only 10 days. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's okay. There was a certain fun in it where I was just doing it. It's like one of those things where it's like you're not making a lot of money doing it, but you love it, so you do it. But now, like I said, it's almost a chore, like an obligation a self-created obligation where I feel like, okay, I gotta stream at 11, this and that, sit on this desktop. You know what I mean? Because I remember the way I was talking before, I was like, yeah, I hope that I get a good IRL, hope we get a good stream snipe, and it would happen. But now it's just like, bruh, I can't even if I wanted to stream snipe, it's such a limited circle. It's such a limited pot. I can't stream snipe anybody from Twitch. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe that's why I'm feeling it too, is that like, if I could still stream snipe, I mean, and a part of the reason is because I'm injured, so I can't drive. But then I also can't stream snipe people on Twitch. So it's like two at once. And I'm banned off Twitch, so it's like three at once, really. So it just takes away a lot of my program. A lot of my program is taken away. Even though I was able to hold it down with one hand. But, you know, I'm already at the cool location, so it's a lot easier than trying to, like, time something out. Like the hardest thing to do with this arm like this is move fast. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the stream sniping is like 90% about, is just hustling, moving fast. You know. So I don't know. But again, I'm grateful to be able to not really miss a beat only on Twitch. Like whatever, fuck Twitch, you know. Fuck them. But yeah, it's just like little shit, like how the alerts go out on Twitch, how people get it, you know. Because even like Ty, he has to watch on YouTube now, and people get a million YouTube alerts a day. So that shit's just gonna get buried in your. To catch a YouTube live is harder. You know what I'm saying? But a Twitch, there's only so many Twitch notifications that go out. So it's like, oh, who's, and you can still miss it. But that's my theory, is that it's easier to miss a YouTube notification. So it is what it is. Hopefully when we come back, it'll be stronger than ever. I got to get my mind right where I'm thinking positively, where it's like I'm excited and I'm thinking of how to come back, how to make it better, how to make the best of it. I'm not in that place right now. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm not getting great sleep because of this arm. I don't know if that's affecting my mood. Just a lot of shit to deal with at once, you know what I'm saying? On top of all the other shit, because like this used to be my venting. What up, Ty? What up, Ty? There he is. There he is. This used to be like where I would come and de-stress. Now, it sucks when the thing that used to make you de-stress it doesn't really cause me stress, but it's just not, when it don't hit the same, you know what I mean? It'd be like if every day you came home and had a shot of Henny, but after a while you build up a tolerance where one shot doesn't do anything for you. It's just like, okay, well, that was my magic, now it's gone, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't know. I just want to be healed. Even if I was healed and was able to do this shit, it'd be that much better. What's going on, Ty? This is just a little consistency stream. I'm fucking tired. I'm not fully on East Coast time, but I'm not really on West Coast time either. And I've been traveling basically nonstop. I did planes, no trains. I did planes, boats, and automobiles. I was on boats, in cars, I was on planes. We didn't take a train though, I don't think. Yeah, on some late night shit. Man, I'm probably only gonna stay on for like an hour, so I can like just get some rest. I'm only drinking Powerade right now, so I'm not even coffeeed out or yacked out. Yeah, but see, how do I keep disappearing from the frame? What the fuck am I doing that I'm disappearing from the frame? Where did I just go to disappear like that? What the fuck did I even just do? How am I not in the frame like that? Where did I just go? Did I really just get up? What the fuck did I just do? That's what I'm tripping. I'm watching my YouTube stream and it's delayed, and I'm seeing myself off the screen, but I'm like, where did I just go? Haven't I just been sitting here the whole time? How did I like right now? How am I off the frame on YouTube? Where the fuck did I go? I'm so confused, bro. That's so weird. Where am I? Like, how am I off screen for that long? Like, 'cause I only just did like that. That was like 20 seconds. I'm confused. I don't know what the fuck is happening. No, not really. Maybe an inch or something, but it shouldn't be. How am I off the camera again? How am I off the camera again? I just went like this. I have to move this far over to be off camera. How did I get off camera? And it seems like it's lasting for longer than I'm going off camera. Maybe it's just the delay and I'm seeing it later. But how does that make sense if I have to go, when did I come over here? Like, it doesn't make sense. I've never seen that before, and I've been doing this shit 160 days. I've never noticed that shit before. Maybe it's just the delay. Maybe it's really delayed. Maybe that's what it is. 109.12. It's only like 12-second delay though. Weird. I don't know. Thoroughly confused. And I feel like this camera is backwards now, but it doesn't make sense because I don't know. I'm tripping. I don't know what the fuck. It's like I'm in a weird ass dream. I'm not gonna lie. This whole trip has been like a weird ass dream. Like very surreal. And like bending down. Like see on the YouTube I'm bending down. When did I bend down? Hold on, let me hear what this is saying. It's like it's looping or something. Oh no, this shit's like 10 minutes. Oh, I think I need to refresh it, that's why. It's showing like 10 minutes ago on this preview. That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's see if it, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. That's what it was. It was 10 minutes delayed. That's why I'm like, when am I doing all this dumb shit? That's weird. All right, cool, cool, we're good. How could it be delayed 10 minutes though? I've never seen that. Anyway, all right, mystery solved. 10 minutes is crazy. We got about 3 minutes into the hour mark. This might be a shorter stream, but an hour's not bad. I mean, I don't know. And also I feel like I'm missing out by not being able to watch Twitch too, because like maybe there's a certain energy and inspiration you're drawing from watching other streams, I guess, like. And maybe that's why I feel like I'm disconnected. Maybe because I'm not watching stuff. That might be what it is. That might be what I'm feeling more than anything. Maybe not that I'm not streaming on Twitch. Maybe that I'm... I think it's that I'm not observing what's going on. So it almost feels like streaming is not there. Because I only follow so many people on Kick, and I only watch so much Kick streams. I like Kick streams, but I only watch so much as compared to like how much I watch Twitch streams. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe since I can't see it, I feel almost like it's not there or something. That could be what it is. Maybe that's what it is. It's like some weird FOMO. It's like depression FOMO. Right? I don't know. It's like, and in my mind, like nothing's happening. I see the clips and stuff, but I just almost don't even care. Well, I'm telling you, that's like I go through these moments where like something will throw off like my whole flow, and then I'll just be over it. And not that I'm over streaming. I'm gonna continue, but like in some of these moments, I'm like, it just seems, I don't know. It doesn't lose a spark. It's just like, I don't know. It's like I could have a day like this, but it might be like one day out of the month where I'm just like, fuck this shit. But it's like a whole month of that. That's what it is. I'm stream depressed. That's freaky though. Twitch, that's the craziest shit. I mean, people will probably take it. I was gonna say they should make you like, you should be able to like log into your account and still access your account, but just not be able to stream. Like the fact that they say you can't even watch Twitch is crazy. That doesn't make sense. That's like some like throwing the book at you shit. That's some like prison type shit. That's weird, bro. How can they enforce that you don't watch Twitch? And like not my dumb ass, but like I'm actually not watching it. You know what I mean? Like they didn't even have to enforce it. I probably still wouldn't be watching it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's weird. because you lose all the people you're following, you lose all your notifications, so you're just out of the loop, you know? And I get why they do it, because people will just make another account, people will do retaliatory actions, you know, people will do extreme stream sniping. I get it, but you just feel super violated. I can't even watch. How will you know? What if there's someone that lives here that is watching it and I'm just watching at the same time? How will you know? Are they gonna track my IP and then I gotta explain myself how that could happen? It's crazy. I don't know. Kind of like, it's cool though. We got 10 days. I just like, nah. I was gonna say I hope I'm not over it. I'm not that. I just, man, I hate fucking mid streams, and I feel like I'm like forced to. I'm not forced to do mid streams, but I'm kind of in a way forced to do mid ass streams. Like this week, this couple 2+ days was like a blessing. Like it's probably the only thing that saved me was that I was able. I'm in New York, the statue, and even that I'm not gonna say it was mid, but it's just like, no, it's definitely not mid. The past 2 days weren't mid, but it's calm. It's an IRL, but it's calm. But I hate calm IRLs, you know, not calm. I mean, I don't mind it if it's like cool, but it's like, it's just not controversial. It's like nothing even clip, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm hoping that when everything comes back, everything will come rushing back in the same. I don't even mind if there's like a little delay on like me feeling good again. And the key is I just gotta like keep fighting through it and find new inspiration. But again, I feel like I will find inspiration in the healing process, in the unsuspension process, all at once, where it kind of creates a new thing. But we're in that dip right now. We're in the dip. In the crazy dip right now, trying to come back from this shit, bro. Ty said jet lagged. I don't even think I was gone enough to be real jet lagged, high key. Like, I just am tired because I was waking up at 4 a.m. every day, like including today. You know, 6 a.m., 4 a.m., 4 a.m. I'm just like in general tired, and it's not like just waking up at 4, and then it's like waking up at 4 and getting back at like 9. You know what I mean? Like, and being cold and tired and injured. It's like more or less that. Like, if I was on my A game, I would probably be fine, and I could like sleep well and things like that. I'd probably be cool. But yeah, it's just everything all at once. But you know, sometimes you kind of like gotta like go through everything all concentrated at once, just because I'll tell you, I've been having a hell of a year. This has been one of my best years of all time, and you know, can't always be perfect. So maybe I just got it all concentrated into one month essentially. And if I had to look at month as a full month, it would still be like October 19th to November 19th. So we're like a little bit more than halfway though. I remember when it was at 15 and I'm like halfway, and now it's only at 11, so that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It does kind of depress me though, not being able to be like, well, hope, oh, I can still say it. Yeah, hope we get a good IRL this weekend. Hell yeah. But it's like so much of like my streams are driven, no pun intended, by like me driving and my ideas and stuff. So it's like when the idea person and the motion person is down, no pun intended, like both injured and down in spirits, it's like, whew. But you know, I have enough like fuel to keep me in a positive headspace, you know. I got enough fuel to I'm running, you know, next week I might be running on fumes though, I'm not gonna lie. Unless something amazing happens. Like, but you know, I just, you know, it's like, I kind of feel like I went from like something, hoping something, I went from like trying to make amazing things happen to now I'm like hoping something amazing will happen, but that's where I gotta get my mind right, bruh. My mind is not right. I just draw in so much energy just from like doing things like driving around, Honestly, just driving around, just even if I just go to like 7-Eleven and get a, there's something about that like inner dialogue or outer dialogue that you can have just by like absorbing the energy around you. So when you're just like cooped up in the house all day, it's just like you're limited. I don't know. And even like, but then I was like, but for the same theory, going to the airport, I don't feel like I drew any energy. It's like I got a good recap out of it, I guess. But I'm also I'm in a deficit though. So it's like the high of stream sniping somebody and like the next day and thinking about it, there's nothing like it. But when you're in that deficit, you're trying to already climb out. So it's like you might be able to like say some positive affirmations to yourself, but it's like based off of what? And you're in a dip. It's kind of hard. I just think about shit like that, where it's like it's hard to just draw self motivation when you don't feel good physically, mentally, emotionally, everything. It's hard to channel when you're not on your. It's actually not hard to channel, but it's like it's kind of like I feel like the good channeling comes from good vibes or like bad vibes. I don't think there's much channeling to come from mid vibes. It's just mid is mid, and that's kind of what I feel like. It's because it's like this could be a way worse injury that could probably create some good content, but since it's kind of like mid, I'm kind of like not in like a lot of pain. I'm not like completely debilitated. It's just like in certain ways. It's just kind of like damn. Like, it's cool though. It's cool. We'll be back. This is gonna seem like a blip in the long term, where it's gonna be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that time where I was off. Da, 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 da. So it is what it is. We still got to keep the positivity going, regardless, even when it's hard. And hopefully, this will be a lesson. Maybe somebody else will be in a dip, and you just got to keep fighting through, even when it's harder. You really what the key is fighting even harder when life gets harder. But that's hard as fuck, man. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had it in me. Pause. You know, that sounds crazy.
This shit
Hey, we might
structured.
be back. And that's not structure. I pressed the wrong button.
Pause.
I'm not even gonna repeat that shit. That sounded crazy. I wish I had the spirit bestowed upon me at the moment there. That's the less AO version. Damn, I haven't smoked in like since I left, so that's another thing too. I was aggravated. I had to go off on a couple of people. I'm not gonna lie. And by a couple, I only mean a couple, just two. I don't know if it's the weed or I just have short patience, but. Bruh. Alright. I might call it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to go lay down. I will be back tomorrow though, of course. I don't know what time. Might be earlier, might be later. I'm not sure. I don't know. But try to make the best. What would 61 be? Is there a number? See, man, I hate when I miss like milestone numbers like 60 and shit like that. So it's just a good number. There's shit you can do with that. So sometimes I make it up in the thumbnail though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What I haven't done in a while is the 60 questions or 60 facts, that type of thing. I haven't done that content, so maybe I'll try to squeeze one of those in these last 11 days. And shit, start ideating what is the first IRL gonna be. Well, it's not even a first because we did 2 days of IRL, 3 days of IRL, so it's whatever. It's not that bad. Not that bad. 3 days out of 30, that's low for me. It's usually like how many? Like, it's only really usually like 8 days of IRL probably on average on these streams. So 3 is not that bad, especially with almost half a month left. So it is possible to hit those numbers. It doesn't even seem right. It doesn't even make sense. How could that even be right? It's because, yeah, I get it. But, all right, we'll be back fresh tomorrow. Had to get this one out, though, you know. That was the commitment, you know. Keep fighting through the dip until you get to the other side. Because it's going to happen. No matter what you're doing, it's going to happen. It's going to come up. There's going to be dark times. But the difference is, and what makes the better lore, is when you just keep going. It's easy to get defeated. It's easy to get defeated in this moment. I could have been like, damn, I'm suspended off Twitch. Let me just take a month off and kind of find myself on day whatever. Stupid, you know what I mean? If it would have happened on some even nice day or something like day 200, then maybe I might be like, fuck it, yeah, let's call it here, you know. But when it happens on like day one, I don't even know what the numbers are, 144 or some shit like that, it's like, well, what the fuck is that? What's the point of that shit? You know what I mean? So it all has to align. So I guess it's just the universe testing to see if I'm really committed to this shit, plus everything else. And yeah, I probably should have been suspended from Twitch way before this anyways. Like, I've been doing some wild shit anyways, low key. Just sitting here chatting. Not tonight, but you know what I mean? So, I don't know. So sometimes you gotta look at it that way too. Like, I probably should have been banned already. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is, and it is what it isn't. Hour, 10 minutes, fuck it. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing 2 hours tonight. I could. That would be fighting through it. But sometimes you gotta get some rest too, take care of yourself so you can show up and be the best person. The key is just showing up. And that is, did it, done. So, yeah, show up and then worry about being the best after. But just make sure you show up. You can figure it out. There's always time to figure this shit out. Yeah, Ty said WCC, appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, it's still not like taxing on me where I feel like burnt out. I do feel burnt out, but like from the things that have happened, not from being consistent though, you know what I mean? It's not like there's been a couple of days where I'm like, what do I talk about? But then someone will just come in and start talking, so it is what it is. Shout out for 2000 Sit, he popped in on the IRL in Chinatown and Blinker Bugs, and I didn't realize they were different people because the way Prism displays it on mobile is like it's the same color, so I'm thinking I'm talking to 2000 Sit the whole time and it was Bugs. So that was annoying. People probably like read my shit, like hear me and I'm like calling the wrong name. They're probably like, what the fuck? Or they think I'm ignoring them because I'm not saying their name. But anyway, my bad. I'm trying my best. Anyway, it's been a good one. I don't know. I don't even know if I covered any topics. It's just a good recap. But make sure you go check out this past couple of days. Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, Chinatown, Little Italy. I'll just say, check out the New York series. Just a couple of days, but hey, sometimes you gotta do some travel shit. Stay consistent. I had to watch Chinatown in the aftermath, right. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what YouTube's for. You saw me go off on that homeless guy. That was the best part of this whole time, honestly. He really pissed me off though. But anyway, I'm gonna say deuces, and I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for the view, Ty. Thanks for tapping in, of course. And I'll be back tomorrow in less than 24 hours.